the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give is to Miller. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
After run, now throw. Caught behind the line. It's Miller. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
He took a hit as he could and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Bunch formation for these receivers. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
That's caught. It's Branch. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. The sweet feet buy a little time. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and so.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab down the middle. Touchdown, Dogs! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. He does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
And right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Throwing on the run. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
And back to the air on second down. Setting up the screen. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Oh, he wants it all. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that...
He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a second down. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver going in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. That's reeled in. It's Williams. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama quickly back to the line. Handoff from the gun. Turning it on. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. First and 10 from the 21. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Dropping back, it's Simpson. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football, and you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. Yard loss.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, Dave. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing it away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these 2 guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these 2 guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established, but I think the defense is aware of that right now.
Oh, he's got some space. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This quarterback is really struggling in this game with decisions and also accuracy. He's already being picked off multiple times, and that time that was a bad underthrow. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Georgia looking to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Now, after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, you know, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Going for it all. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run up to the catch, so pretty easy for...
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball, but it'll be a turnover.
And he was under under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to go up top on first down. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wide open downfield. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. When the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. The Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Makes a grab, pass to Markham. Nice move, creates some space. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
And the Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. He's looking deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner champ.